Justin Bieber going country? Never say never. Justin Bieber channeled his inner country star during his Country Music Awards performance this week, and we're breaking down all the details. Hey guys, welcome back to another shared news from home. We are getting a new side to pop prince Justin Bieber in his latest performance. But before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, I'm your host, Gabby Gonta, and I'm joined by the lovely Avery Grooms today. Hi, Avery. How's it going?
Hi, Gabby. Good. How are you?
Awesome. Let's talk all about the Biebs today. If you haven't already
Yes.
heard Justin's song 10,000 Hours with country artist Dan and Shay, then you got a great performance of it at the 2020 CMA Awards on Wednesday. Let's take a look at a quick clip.
Do you miss the road that you grew up on? Did you get your middle name from your grandma? When you think about you forever now, do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me what are you dreaming? Everything I want.
Oh, so good. Literally chills.
Okay.
Such a good performance. Avery, what did you think about it? The song's been out for a while, but we finally got the debut performance of the song with these three artists. So, what are your thoughts? Have you always loved the song? What do you think of this performance?
Yes, I have always loved this song ever since it came out. Although it's country, I didn't think of that automatically when I heard the song, like, oh, it's a country song. But love to see a good crossover. But I just think the song is so beautiful. The performance was so beautiful. And I mean, what a moment for all of them. The song has been out for a year now, but this was their first time to perform live. So that had to be such a great feeling to just come together and finally do a live performance.
Exactly. I think I'm personally not a huge country fan myself, but this one leans a little bit more towards pop. And especially this rendition of the song, I think it was even slower, like more acoustic. So you could really hear those awesome vocals and harmonies. And it was so touching and really nice. So I love this soft side of this country pop crossover as we saw. The
Yeah.
hit song, as you said, has been out for a while, but it did really awesome this year so far. It was nominated for both Single of the Year, Music Event of the Year, and Music Video of the Year. So people are clearly loving this song. Just yesterday on Spotify, they announced that the song hit 500 million streams on the app. So that's not a small number. People are really streaming and listening to this song. And I think, Justin Bieber is clearly a featured artist on this song. And we've seen recently that his music has been really different. He also just released the song Lonely, which is, another sort of soft, sad ballad. And this is just totally going the opposite way from his normal pop, upbeat music. So, what do we think of Justin leaning toward these more ballad, slower pieces or country songs in general?
Yeah, I mean, growing up as a Justin Bieber fan, we have seen his style change a multitude of times. And I just think it's like based off what he's going through. And he's publicly addressed how he's been kind of emotional lately. And you can feel that within his new music. So I think that's why he's leaning more towards like slower, softer sounds and vibes because that's how he feels. And it really tells a message and it's touching. He's making really beautiful music and that's all we want. So I love it, but also it tells a story in itself and I'm sometimes like concerned, but he's an artist and that's how they express themselves. So more power to you.
I know it's really sad to find out, that Justin was going through some loneliness and just sad times during as he was growing up as, a young pop star in the spotlight. So I can only imagine what that felt like. But like you said, we're still loving his music, even if it's a little bit different than we've always known. I've been a Justin Bieber fan, since I was tiny, middle school, back when he was in the white and purple. That was his whole brand. So like you said, I've been on board this whole time, and I think it's fun to see these different genre crossovers. And this song in particular, 10,000 Hours, it's like we've said, a little bit more on the pop side, and it's a fun hit about storytelling and about relationships, as you said. So really excited to see that. Dan Smyers of Dan and Shay thinks he knows why artists of other genres sometimes jump into the country music world. He said, quote, everybody gets along, and I think other genres kind of look in and are like, we kind of want that. I think that's why a lot of pop artists gravitate toward collaborating with country artists. It's uncharted territory for them, and it's really cool. So, what do we think of what Dan had to say right here? Do you think this country music style is basically like its own community and its own family, and that people on the outside looking in want to be a part of it?
I agree that it is its own little community. And I think that's why other artists are so afraid to sometimes dip their toe into that because it is so foreign to them. At the same time, we've been seeing now more than ever a lot of artists just try different categories and genres of music. I mean, we saw Taylor Swift go from country to pop. Recently, Machine Gun Kelly went from rap to punk rock music, which is awesome. But even if people don't want to try a new genre, I think it's great when, like a rap artist features a country star or vice versa. There's always stuff to learn in the music industry, and just collabs with different artists who have different styles just allows for more creativity.
Yes, I totally agree with that. I think Taylor Swift and Machine Gun Kelly are great examples of that we've seen in the past, artists that are really changing their style. I think another one is Little Nas X, who just came up recently. And I mean, Old Town Road was an insane hit. And that one was featuring Billy Ray Cyrus. And that was a bit of country pop, and it seemed like rap, a ton of
That was a
different
bit of
genres combined.
everything. Yeah.
It was a bit of everything, and people absolutely loved it. So, I would totally welcome more songs like that to come out in the future. I think Little Nas is coming out with a holiday version of the song too. I know that one had like a ton of remixes. So we'll have
Yeah.
to wait and see what else like comes out of these crossover artists, which is really exciting. But Avery, if you had to choose any artist out there right now that you would want to be featured on a country song, or just try a new genre that they're not necessarily in all the time, who would you choose?
Well, I'm someone who is like least likely to do that. And the first person that kind of popped into my head was just Beyonce. Don't see her ever try country music. Not saying she wouldn't, but I would love to see that because she pulls everything off. So I feel like that would be kind of cool and unique to see. But so Beyonce, if you're watching this, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Imagine. I agree. Beyonce kills everything she does. So hopefully, if we're lucky enough, we'll get a track like that sometime in the near future. For me personally, I would say Ariana Grande. She's just my favorite overall. And I think her
Ooh,
insane
that's a good
vocals
one.
would be good in any genre. So Ari, if you're
Mhm.
watching this, just kidding again, but we can hope. We can hope and dream for these collabs to come to
Yeah.
light one day. Well, we can also still look forward to another performance from Justin at E's People's Choice Awards this Sunday. So it'll be interesting to see what songs he ends up playing and which route he goes, more pop or more soft ballad or even country at that performance. So looking forward to it. All right, you guys, that's all we have for you today. But of course, we want to know your thoughts and comments. What did you think of this CMA performance? What do you think of Justin's transitioning to country music, or artists going to other genres as well? Let us know what artists you would like to see in a different genre in the comments. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring the bell, because we'll be back talking music news and all things entertainment again in the future. I'm Gabby Gonta. You can follow me on socials at Gabby Gonta. And Avery, where can they find you?
You could follow me on socials at Avery Grooms.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. See you later.